Welcome back to my channel. I hope your week's been really nice, but some of you may be keeping a very busy lifestyle like me, and finally you have a day off or a holiday. This is one of my day offs. I love to do the things that I like. I enjoy doing during my days off. Try to arrange things in order. Try to make the things I love to make. All the recipes catch my eye on YouTube while I'm browsing. I'm going to share a couple of recipes with you today, and one is purple cabbage pickles, and the second recipe is the chillie jam. While we are talking about food, I stepped out into my beautiful backyard. Bees are abundant during this time of the year. Finally, my plum trees are covered with beautiful blossoms, and bees are taking all the advantage collecting nectar. I have 2 plum trees in my backyard, actually 3, and one has not flowered this year. The other 2 is covered with white, beautiful flowers. It is towards the end of winter this month, and already signs of spring is here. My jasmine vine is covered with little flowers to open up in few days. For the purple cabbage pickles or sauerkraut recipe, it's very simple. All you need is to cut the cabbage into thin slices, thin pieces, and add equal portions of white vinegar and water. Add peppercorns, mustard seeds, salt, and sugar, and bring this mixture into a boil. While you are preparing this, you can get your bottles ready. I'm adding some garlic cloves in the jars, and then the purple cabbage. After I fill the jars, I added the mixture that we made on the stove, the pickles mixture, into the jars until it can cover all the cabbage that we put into the jar. Let it cool completely before you close the lid, and you can keep it in the fridge. The cabbage pickle is good to eat the next day. Longer you keep it, tastier the pickles can be. You can add your pickles in your burgers, your wraps, your poke bowls, and many more ways that any way you like eating pickles. It's very healthy, it says, for your gut health, to maintain the normal flora in your gut as well. So I am planning to incorporate these pickles to my diet as much as I can. And the little jar is for a very good friend of mine. I hope she will love this little treat that I'm going to give her. Moving on to the next recipe for the day is the chilli jam. I wanted to make this for a long time but didn't find the perfect recipe and finally managed to find it on internet. I can put the description box the link for the original recipe if you want to see. It's from Marianne's Kitchen. You will need red chilies, the big ones that you can find in Australia. And also you will need dried chilies. Make sure you do not take the little red chilies or the little bird's eye chilies because they are really hot. Even these ones has some heat to it. If you can't handle a lot of heat, please remove all the seeds as much as you can. Simply soak the dried chilies in warm water for half an hour and cut them into little pieces. Remove the seeds. Cut the red fresh chilies and remove the seeds as well. Put them in a food processor or a little chopper that you have at home and blend it until the consistency you like. I like it to have little chunks, the chunkiness, and into the food processor add garlic and ginger as well. Heat some oil in a pan on the stove. Add the chili, garlic, ginger mix and stir it well until all the aroma comes out and your kitchen will fill with amazing aromas and you will already be falling in love with this recipe. This will need something sour to bring up the flavors. So either you can add vinegar, but here I'm using tamarind paste. You can buy tamarind paste from Asian grocery stores or Chinese store, or you can simply make it at home if you have dried tamarinds. Add some water to some tamarind and leave it aside for half an hour and you can make a paste out of it. Add it into the pan with some sugar and salt and cook in medium-low heat until the mixture becomes thick. This is smelling so good. My house is almost covered with these beautiful aromas. To get an umami flavor, I added some fish sauce towards the end. You can add soy sauce as well if you like more salty flavors in your chili jam. I just added some fish sauce as explained in the recipe. To check whether it's ready, simply do it and the mixture is no more running. You can take the pan off heat. You can either leave it cool completely before adding it into jars, or you can transfer your chili jam into jars while it is hot, which I'm doing here. I'm going to leave these jars completely cooled before I close the lids. And this is my sauerkraut and chili jam, looking beautiful and tasting so good. Chili jams can be eaten in many ways. You can simply make a dipping sauce for your sushis, spring rolls, and also you can add them on your breakfast eggs. I try to reorganize things in my kitchen because sometimes when you look at the same arrangement over and over, it becomes a little bit boring, and sometimes I feel like things can be much more in an organized way than it normally looks. So I decided to make some changes in here as the third project for today. I normally do not get lots of day offs. It's only 3 days a week now, so I try to use them in a very efficient way, as well as to relax as well. Cleaning makes me feel relaxed. I'm not a lover of cleaning, but with time I started enjoying cleaning little spaces like this, and the outcome is the most important thing. When you clean spaces, it looks fresh, and I feel like it feels more livable. So I decided to clean the kitchen benchtop area and reorganize few bits and pieces here and there. I use these wet wipes to clean my bench tops, as well as clean the items in my kitchen, especially these flasks where we use them every day, like daily basis, and fingerprints can get on them really easily. And if you do not clean the surfaces, it doesn't look fresh. So in order to maintain those kitchen items, in order to look them quite fresh and clean, I use these wet wipes to clean the surfaces. My rice cooker as well, when you cook rice in it, because we are Asians, we cook rice daily basis and we use the rice cooker all the time. I try different angles, different ways when I'm organizing the kitchen items on bench tops, and I actually do it until I reach to a point where I'm quite satisfied with the outcome of the arrangements. So sometimes it takes me a while to decide which suits the best. But I enjoyed the process. It's all about enjoying the process, being in that moment, and admiring your skills, as well as how things turns out when you make changes around your house. These glass jars I got from a dollar shop. They are amazing. I used them for my daughter's birthday decorations once, and after that I keep them in the kitchen. I used to store little bites in them. I make protein balls using dates and nuts. So I put different varieties of protein balls in the jars so I can snack on them if I feel a little hungry before my main meals. I will bring some recipes how to make these protein balls. We will be in spring in no time. It's less than a month now. Actually, only a couple of weeks left for spring in Australia. And I'm so looking forward to it because that's my favorite season of the year. Spring gives me so much energy, beautiful vibes. I will be making lots of plans for this spring. I take that time to rewind and re-energize my heart and my soul and my body. Try to be more active and outdoors as much as I can whenever I get some time off. To be with the family, to enjoy a beautiful picnic outdoors, to read a book sitting in the sun, in the morning light, sun rays, to get some vitamin D onto the skin. So I will be making a spring things to do list and I will share it with you all. And you can share what you are going to do in this spring as well with me. After all that little arrangements that I have done in my kitchen, I love to light a candle or to use my diffuser. I have different fragrances, oils. I keep it in my kitchen where I can find them quite easily and use them. It adds and it lifts up this freshness that you just change the surroundings in this space. I hope you all enjoyed this video and it helped you relax. And also for those who do not like cleaning and organizing, this might motivate you. Share your ideas with me. And I will be glad if I hear if you enjoy this little chapter in my gentle life. I will catch you again in another video like this. And until then, stay calm, stay safely. And it's time to sign off from the gentle life.